All right, hey there, welcome to this message. Okay, so this message, this twin message is for somebody that is where you guys have maybe not actually met yet in the physical, or you just don't really know this person in the physical. You've only met really in the spiritual, because we do align spiritually first and come together in the spiritual prior to meeting in the physical when it is this type of energy. Okay, when it is a twin dynamic or a high level soulmate, it's like you come together spiritually prior to the physical. So I think it's like, you know, the energy's there, but you don't know, this isn't some kind of like toxic situation with an ex. Okay, that's not what this is about. If you're in that type of situation, this message is not for you. You may be dealing with toxicity, but it's not together, it's apart, it's people surrounding you on the outside of this. So you guys, there's not really toxicity, there's no toxicity together in the physical. You have not come together yet. That is the twin dynamic that this message is pertaining to. Okay, I feel like what this is saying is that you're divine masculine, and you're working, there's this like co-creation. All right, it's like trying to give birth to a new reality. I think that this masculine is working on, I don't know, there's something about May. So I think that this was like this last May. There was something that happened in May where I don't know if like there was a change up of like an energy, or a change up of frequency, or like an energy upgrade, or just like a knowing, like a knowing of like, I'm all in, or how am I going to do this, because this is what I want, this is what I see, this is what I know. Something like that happened in May, to where this has put a masculine on the right timeline for you and them to kind of like come together for a co-creation. Okay, there's something like that. Now I think that what this divine masculine is working on right now is there's heavily is relying on their intuition. Okay, relying on their intuition and their own insight on what it is that is right, and just the feeling and knowing, and like working on that feeling, right? Because the masculine is all about more of like the physical, whereas like the feminine, it is all about more of like the spiritual, right? Like, so like the insight and the intuition and the knowing. I feel like the masculine has to balance out their energy. The masculine has to see, has to know, has to feel that what is right and what is correct, okay, in this situation. Because the divine feminine is sitting there in her power, or, you know, I say feminine, her, masculine, him. That's just the way that I say it, okay? Take it however you want, change it up if you want to. But that's just for, you know, convenience. That's how I say it. So the feminine is sitting in her power, right, at this point. And I feel like this makes the masculine really work on relying on that intuition. That is what it is. And sticking to an original plan. That's also what I'm getting. There's something about an original plan that there was something about a creation original plan, and things kind of just got messed up. Like, I feel like something came in the way. I don't know if this is another situation. I don't know if like they got stuck in something, that they got pulled into something, I think possibly, that they didn't want to get pulled into, something like that. They're trying now to get back on track, because I feel like what this was like pulled them back, way back. Okay, so they were doing really well with everything, and they were pulled back. Now they know, because I feel like recently they've started to feel like they're coming back to where they were prior to all this going down, and getting something went down. I think some kind of drama or something that was related to something that was like major in their lives. I think that something went down that they had to be completely released from, and able to bring forth different energy, and able to bring together this project, or start working on something that they've been wanting to work on, but they couldn't because of other things, personal things, maybe stress, something like that was going on in the background that held them back. Okay, so they had to get through that. And I'm hearing like I had to wait. Like, I'm sorry, I had to wait for this to finish, for this to be cleared, for me to be able to bring in a new energy, something like that. But there's something about ascension too. So I don't know if like the masculines as a collective may be going through ascension symptoms, ascension process, where they're going to a different level and you're kind of like pulling them up there. Okay. Like, I think before in the past, prior to May, they were pushing you away and pushing that ascension away. They didn't want it. They don't really know how to change that, but they see it, and then it's like, it's almost like they want it. Okay, they're like, nope, I want it, and they decided, I'm all in. How do I get that now? And I feel like instead of you having to like completely pull them and they're pushing you, I feel like you are pulling them, but they're following it, right? Like they're following it along in the spiritual sense, in the spiritual realm, because they want this as well. They have to rely on their intuition in this situation is what I'm getting, and it's been really difficult for them to do that. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in the background. I just feel like I feel bad for this masculine. Honestly, I feel bad for this masculine. I think that there's a lot of stuff that they got into in some way that like it's not even, it was like thrown at them. That's what I'm getting. Like it was thrown in their face. This may have been a test in some way. I don't know, but or just shitty luck, or part of their karma. Okay, like that's part of like possibly what we have to look at here is like if they're ending a karmic timeline, this may just be karma that they had to deal with and get through. And then sometimes like people don't deserve things that they're given, right? Like it just happens. Maybe there's a curse placed on this person's family or on their life and they had to break it off. Okay, completely break this off to bring something forward, to bring something. But what I'm also getting is like, I think what has helped this is the divine feminine. You've been working on your self-esteem. You have. You've been working on your self-love, your self-esteem, and your gifts, and also being proud, loving yourself, being proud, seeing yourself in everybody, like just being proud of where you are. And I think that what this does is it pushes the masculine onto their path and their purpose. Okay. And that leads them to home. That leads you to home. Together, you're home. That's what's beautiful. That is so beautiful here. You had to close out this this timeline. You had to close out this karmic timeline. And I do think that like part of that too was possibly cutting codependency, parting ways from codependency. That could be you, that could be them, that could be both. But you had to get through that as well. And I think that this just like pushes them on the right, correct path to lead you guys together. And I'm not sure if that, because I'm also picking up, for some of you, I am picking up like fall energy. Okay, so I'm picking up that like through the summer, whatever it is that you're doing, you had to work on this and you're getting really close. And how you know you're getting close is you're starting to feel again. So that's what I'm getting. You weren't really feeling for a little while there. Okay, and I think that you're starting to feel again, like you're starting to feel alive again. You're starting to feel like you're feeling that energetic upgrade. Okay, you're feeling proud of yourself no matter what is going on in your life. You're proud of where you are. You're proud of what you're doing. And I think that you're just like bringing this whole new energy to the table, I think, for like everybody. And because of that, it's like they can feel this, okay? They can feel this. Whoever this is, and this may not even be like your twin flame, okay? This could be the masculine that's supposed to come into your life that's going to be like your home. I'm home with you. We're home together. Like this is home. And it's so, the crazy thing about this is like you are going to talk to this person, all right? And it's like, I'm going to talk to this person. Is like one date is what I'm getting, that you talk to this person and it's like you feel like you've known this person your whole life, or like how do I know you? Like I feel like I know you from somewhere. I feel like you've always been here with me. Like it's just this feeling of comfort. Like I'm just comfortable around you. I can be myself around you. I can tell you anything. Like it's something like that you're going to be so sure, and it's almost instant. Okay, that this comfortable, safe feeling of being one with this person, and I know you. I just know you. That's what I'm getting, like, where do I know you from? Like, I know you. So when you meet this person and you have that connection, it's like you just know. Okay? I'm telling you, no one else is going to do it for you. And that's how you're going to know. I'm telling you right now, whoever I'm speaking to, it's like this home feeling, this masculine energy. It's so bright. It's so bright when they're on the right path and they come towards you, because you are on the right path. When you're on the right path and you're living for you and you're in this vibrancy of like beautiful wholeness and joyness, and when you start knowing, you start feeling again, because it's like you were numb, possibly you were numb while you were healing. When you're done healing through whatever the wounds were from the past, okay, and this kind of correlates with the last message of the beginning of July. Once you're done with that, you're going to start feeling again, and you're going to start feeling that want of being home with somebody, of being one with somebody, of wanting that person with you. And it's going to start coming back and flowing back to you when it's time. Okay, when it's time to feel again, you will. It's a beautiful energy. It's home energy, and I'm excited because that what you're doing right now, that's divine guidance right now. So this is now just trying to stay in that frequency, trying to stay in that high vibration. That's all you can do, and continue to be working on yourself, fulfilling yourself in your cup, like doing what it is that you love, that you are being called to do, that you are passionate about. What you are passionate about leads to success. Okay, so remember that. Keep going towards that and pushing towards that. And I really think that when you align and you're in that alignment, they also will be in that alignment. Okay, the one that's meant for you will be aligned into your life, and it's amazing energy. Okay, that I'm feeling that's coming up for you really soon. Okay, so keep it up, keep doing what you're doing, and I hope that resonated. If it did, like, share, subscribe, comment below. Talk to you later.